In today's video, we break down the latest and most shocking details surrounding the Anthony Joshua car crash and the intense reaction online. Why is Bryce Mitchell accusing Jake Paul of being behind the crash? We'll also look at why Nigeria came under heavy criticism, the backlash that followed, and the emotional reactions from fans. On top of that, we'll take a quick look at how UFC World celebrated the new year and much more. So hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get started. New details are coming out about the recent car crash involving Anthony Joshua, in which two of his closest friends, Sinami and Latif Ayodele, tragically lost their lives. And the story is even more heartbreaking than first reported. New footage shows Joshua and the others arriving at an airport in Nigeria where the same driver was waiting for them. The driver turned out to have no professional training and was hired by a local resident. The Lexus SUV used for transportation was armored and bulletproof. Investigators say the car was speeding, lost control while overtaking, and crashed into a truck parked on the roadside. The impact was so violent that Sinami and Ayodele, who were seated in the front, died instantly. Anthony Joshua, who was sitting in the back seat, lost consciousness from the force of the impact and remained unconscious for about 10 minutes. The driver of the Lexus has reportedly been discharged from the hospital and may face charges for careless driving. Sources in Nigeria also say that the truck driver involved in the collision has been declared wanted after allegedly fleeing the scene immediately after the crash. Joshua himself remains in one of Nigeria's top hospitals, where he's being treated by leading doctors. Many people are calling it fate. If Joshua had been sitting in the front seat, he might not be alive today. Known for his controversial statements, Bryce Mitchell shocked fans once again by directly accusing Jake Paul of being involved in the incident. It is reported that the video in question was posted by Mitchell on his social media accounts, Instagram and X, on December 10, 2025, roughly 9 days before the fight between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. In the video, Mitchell speaks directly to Joshua, warning him about what he calls a script.
Was posted by Mitchell on his social media accounts, Instagram and X, on December 10, 2025, roughly 9 days before the fight between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. In the video, Mitchell speaks directly to Joshua, warning him about what he calls a script.
Hey, if you don't let Jake Paul win, he's gonna kill you 9 days later. Or just kill your two best friends, but somebody's gonna die if you don't let him win.
The fighter's statement caused a huge reaction on social media because they couldn't believe he would seriously say something that absurd. Is this real? People repeatedly asked under the video. Another fan replied, "How did Jake get all the way to Osun State in Nigeria? There are bad roads and drivers who don't follow road safety laws. This has nothing to do with Jake." Another user said, "I was actually waiting for the conspiracy theories, and now we have one. This is such an insensitive thing to do." One more fan wrote, "I'm not really a big fan of conspiracy theories, but this might be true. Look at what happened to everyone who fought Jake Paul. Nate Robinson, never heard from again. Ben Askren, lung failure, almost died. Tyron Woodley, bankruptcy. Tommy Fury broke up with his hot wife, now runs marathons against middle-aged women. Ryan Borland stopped boxing and became a plumber. Chagas Jr. deported after the fight." Another fan added, "I can't tell if he's joking or not because of all the stupid takes he's had before." Even Paulo Costa added fuel to the fire by reposting this photo and saying that Jake Paul had gone too far. Fans were even more disturbed by how the media reacted. Twitter user MK Siktar pointed out that Daily Mail deleted a tweet about the crash, while the article itself remained online. The article claimed that Anthony Joshua's boxing future was in doubt after the fatal accident, raising fears that the 36-year-old may have suffered more serious injuries than first believed. The focus then quickly shifted to a potential 100 million pound mega fight with Tyson Fury and whether it could still happen amid possible psychological trauma. While many online believed the crash was caused by poor road conditions, a different view is now gaining attention. One eyewitness recently wrote online, "We were driving behind the convoy. They were driving recklessly. The truck was not parked on the road, but off the roadside in a designated stopping area. We saw the vehicle veer to the right and at first thought they were pulling over, but we were also concerned about the speed. In a split second, we heard a loud crash. We still believe the driver may have fallen asleep or lost consciousness because there were no potholes or other obstructions on the road and the tire did not burst or come off." Pastor O'Keys shared a video from the same location where Anthony Joshua's accident happened, stating that the road is actually in very good condition. According to him, the Lagoidan Expressway is one of the smoothest roads in Nigeria, and the crash was more likely caused by a driver's miscalculation rather than the state of the road. This tragedy has sparked an emotional and deeply divided reaction online. While many expressed sympathy, others posted harsh and controversial comments about Nigeria, blaming the country rather than focusing on the loss of life. This triggered strong responses from Nigerians online, who said those comments were painful and unfair. The discussion quickly shifted from the accident itself to broader issues of stereotypes, misinformation, and how social media often amplifies insensitive narratives. Jordan Beck, an ex-user, wrote that their bodies were left out in the open in the middle of the highway. Cars kept passing and even drove through their blood, especially Latif's headless body.
Nigeria will never see me. I'm sure it's a beautiful country, beautiful people, beautiful culture. But what do you mean there was a fatal car crash where 2 people lost their lives? Okay. Involving Anthony Joshua. He didn't die. He's not one of the people that died. A very powerful man, very famous Nigerian boxer who just won like $100 million in a fight. And he had to be helped out of a car by regular pedestrians. Okay, cool. But then he was allegedly put in a police car because there's no ambulance. What the hell is going on? Nigerians always talking about how they got so much money, how they're not dirt poor, this, that, and the third. They always flexing their G-Wagons, their Lamborghinis. Why don't y'all have proper medical care? What is going on? I know it might be a little corrupt over there, but what the hell? You can't have medical attention for Anthony Joshua? He allegedly had to be flown back to the UK because y'all don't have proper medical care? What is going on? I'm sure y'all have a beautiful country, beautiful people, beautiful culture, but hell no, don't nobody need to be going over there.
And they paid him so much. You notice, say, when in there for that place, no single ambulance. I don't see any ambulance. I don't know if ambulance eventually reached there, but everybody did there. No ambulance. Now, human beings, street boys, the poor people of Nigeria. Because I dey tell you now, say, now poor people, they make this country work. Without the love in the heart of poor Nigerians, the poor people, the love of very few, the love of the poor. Now they make this country be like, say, one thing, do two things. If the poor people of Nigeria behave the same way the rich people of Nigeria behave, there will be no Nigeria in 48 hours. I repeat, if the poor people of Nigeria behave the way the rich people of Nigeria behave, there will be no Nigeria in 48 hours.
Sanio also criticized Nigerians who were filming Anthony Joshua on video immediately after the fatal car crash instead of trying to help him.
And this is the problem. Look, he's one of the most rich and famous Nigerian athletes in the world. He goes and visits his home country. He gets in a fatal car crash where 2 of his friends are splayed out right next to him. And there's no police coming. There's no ambulance there. Not only there's no help, he's struggling to get out of the car. Like nobody's getting a gurney, or you call it a stretcher. Nobody's help. They take out their phones and they start recording him. His countrymen, right? No, he's clearly, he's in agony, and this is one of the lowest moments of his life. And they just start filming and recording him. And I know Speed just started his Africa tour right now. I like to stream today. I watched that stream, he's in Angola. But this is the reality of a lot of these third world countries. It's very similar to Haiti. I've been going to Haiti every year for Christmas my whole life, and it looks like Nigeria is very similar.
Tyson Fury just shared a clip on Instagram of Anthony Joshua talking about life and death, adding, "Thoughts and prayers with AJ and the families who have lost."
And with the death thing, I don't know, I just look at life and I'm just like, man, it's crazy. Like all of this stuff here, believe it or not, is a big distraction in my opinion, because in the grand scheme of things, like everything that I chase and everything that I want to own to make me feel relevant on this earth is not so important, because I can't take it with me. That's what's guaranteed is death. All that's going to be important is kind of like just living to the best of our capability. Ain't it mad how fast life will go? We'll be old, and one day all that will matter is living to the best of our capability. Like I went to see my granddad the other day, and he's very old now. And I was just thinking, like, all that matters to him probably is who's looking after him at his elderly age, because he can't really look after himself anymore. But it's mad that at one stage in his life, like going to work was the most important thing ever, and now to that business he's nothing because he's too old, and to him that work relationship he had with his life is nothing. It's not. Whatever you're doing in your lives, we're all gonna die one day, so don't get too caught up in the bullshit and the hype. Live your life while you're here, because you never know what's gonna like around. You've got heart attacks, disease, wars, like life could just hit you like that, so try and enjoy every day. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't get too caught up in the bullshit.
Videos are spreading online showing how fighters are celebrating the new year. But one moment cruelly shocked fans. Michael Morales fully embraced Ecuador's New Year's Eve tradition by dressing as a widow and dancing in the streets. Some fans loved it, others were confused. The clip quickly went viral and sparked debate. Walkleen Buckley reacted, questioning whether it was really tradition or if Morales was just having too much fun.
Saying,
Quick video this morning on the AJ crash. AJ, you've got the guardian angel, my friend. God has his arms wrapped around you then. Condolences to the deceased. So terrible, young people. It just goes to show you, it's a stark reminder, but people, you've got to start paying attention. When driving a vehicle, you've got to be on clock all times in a sound mind. Please don't drink. When you think it's all right, it's not. Please don't drug. When you think you can, you can't. It's a stark reminder that life's most fragile when you're enjoying yourself at the most. You know, when you're in a good time and you're not thinking and everything's dandy, that's when tragedy can strike. That's when you're most vulnerable. So may God give the deceased a good bed in heaven, 2 young men. But people have to wake up and start learning and start putting out there to people that you can't drive a vehicle at speed, you can't drink and drive, you can't drug and drive. I'm not saying any of these boys have been doing that, not at all. I'm just putting it out there, you know, because it's the time of year, it's Christmas, it's New Year. Now you've got to be careful the most, you know, especially with people walking about, other people, you know. When you get in the car, you must think of them, be in a sound mind and competent and pay due care and attention to everything you do. Again, condolences to the deceased, his family. 2 young men should never have happened. AJ, God had his arms wrapped around you tight, you know, because looking at that crash, you're one lucky guy. And I'm pleased you're alive, son. I'm pleased you're alive. God bless you. People, take care and have a happy new year if you can.
Alex Pereira has officially confirmed his relationship with fellow UFC fighter Tracy Cortez after the two spent New Year's Eve together and went public online. The update quickly spread after Championship Rounds shared a photo from Pereira's Instagram showing the couple together. Fans immediately flooded social media with reactions. Some joked about Cortez's ex-boyfriend, Brian Ortega, though reports say Ortega has already moved on and married the mother of his children last year.
Look, Michael Morales, I knew I was talking about, you know, the booty warriors and stuff like that, but you ain't have to straight up become one, dog. I mean, I understand, like, the booty warrior takeover is real, but you ain't got to become one to beat one. I hope you know that. But, yeah, man, I don't know if this is just tradition now, right? A lot of these people say, you know, it's a tradition down in, you know, Ecuador, and this is what they do, right? I don't know what's the story behind it. I don't know the history behind it, but that's just, they say it's tradition. But it looks like you just having a little too much fun out there. You out there twerking, twirling, you know what I'm saying? Throwing your hip like, nah, man. But yet again, the new year is approaching. And I just want to be honest with y'all. A lot of people say a new year, new me. Nah, that's always been you. And you need to go ahead and continue to be who you are 2026. Stand firm in what you do. Stand firm in who you are. And be proud of it, right? Michael Morales, go ahead and wear them dresses at the press conference. Go ahead and wear them dresses at the weigh-in. You a streetwalker, dog. We knew this for a while now. But for real, you might become a bigger star because of it. So this is my message, not just to Michael Morales, but to anybody watching. In this new year, be who you are. Don't try to change. Accept that you are what you is, and everything will be okay. Life will be so much easier to accept if you just accept who you are inside. And that is my message here for 2026. See y'all in the new year.
Armin Sarukian showed off a Richard Mille Ferrari watch valued at over $1 million. He suggested it was a New Year gift without saying who it came from, simply posting a short caption online. Thank you, Santa.
I feel like I'm like, oh. Ow! Wait, am I gonna get shit? Oh.
Hugo, საქართველოს გამარჯობა. შენ გენაცვალე. Hello. ¿Quieres vino?
Voy cantando por la carretera.
Who is she? She's your friend?
El copiloto lleva el sol. Bienvenido a tu feliz playa.
Opa! Gilad Sound, Achazels, Happy New Year! Achazels, Gilad Sound. I'm gonna eat this. Watch this. Let's go.
Let's go.
España, Madrid.
Vamos. ესენი როგორ ხმაურობენ?
ახალი წელს
Ian Gary believes the only way to silence all criticism is by beating Islam Makhachev and winning the world title.
Buying one when this came out, we didn't sell one. So beautiful. And he's like the ultimate watchmaker.
There's going to be no excuses from anyone on the planet. When I beat him, I have beaten the greatest pound-for-pound fighter on the planet right now. Your excuses are all finished. There's none. Don't look for them. Don't pick on them. I'll beat the number one pound-for-pound on the planet. I'll beat a champion of the world. And then we can start the aggressive.
As well, like, it's not small well.
No, he's a big dude. There's no excuses, no, none whatsoever. When I beat Islam Makhachev and I win the world title, there will be no excuses from anyone, anywhere on the planet. End of, done. They all look for something. They all want that claim of, oh, you know, it was this, it was that. No, it couldn't have been you. It couldn't have been. That Ian's just better than you.
Wishing you all love and health for the new year, because I believe these are the main ingredients for happiness.